Winter time is the best time to catch abalone because the days are short, and what happens in the winter is that there's no sunlight, so the seaweed can't grow, so you can see them a lot easier. Summertime, the weed is really thick, so it's a real effort to actually find the abalone. You need to hunt for them.
Along the northwest coast, the Great Barrier Reef is Australia's blue jewel. It spreads over 2,000 kilometres and covers an area of about 350,000 square kilometres. Unique reefs of various sizes and shapes, along with more than 900 islands, from small sandbanks up to bigger islets covered with plants. It is the biggest living structure on Earth and the only one visible from outer space. The Great Barrier Reef is made of 600 types of corals that are home to countless species of fishes, dolphins and mollusks. The coral reef appeared out at sea on shallows. It is a barrier against waves and it protects the Australian coasts from cyclones. Coral is a living animal in symbiosis with a microscopic algae that gives it its colour. The algae brings oxygen and nutrients to the coral, which in turn protects it. However, after several heat waves, 1/3 of the coral has died. Nowadays, NGOs are very active in trying to stop the disappearance of various species and protect the ecosystems.
There are emergency escape and flotation devices accessible from each exit.
Preserving the ocean is a priority today, one Australians are increasingly becoming aware of. Protecting it also means looking after its treasures. Southeast from Tasmania, an island belonging to Australia, the Tasman Peninsula is connected via an isthmus called Eagle Hawk Neck. Beyond this strip of land, reminiscent of the edge of the world, cliffs made of granite fall straight into the deep blue of the Pacific Ocean. This breathtaking scenery is James Polanowski's working environment. For 17 years, he has been fishing abalones, a shellfish whose fine and iodic taste make it a luxury product.
Just looking for some clear water. We've had a little bit of swell the last few days, so we're just trying to find a good spot to go diving for the day. So, yeah, just the water's a little bit stirred up, so just looking for some good spots along the coast. Yeah, it's cloudy. We'll head down a bit further on. Yeah, I'm a second-generation Tasmanian abalone diver, and I've been diving for around about 17 years now. Abalone needs cold water. We're down at Eagle Hawk Neck, where it's beautiful habitat for abalone diving. We've got really big cliffs, the water's cold, it's crystal clear, everything's perfect for abalone.
Lubricant. They're really soft, these suits, because we spend such a long time in the water. We want to be comfortable, but they're very delicate. So you can put your fingers through them really easy. So you need to put them on with in the winter, we put them on with hot soapy water. It's summertime, just some lubricant.
The water temperature gets down to 8 degrees, so it gets very cold, and we're spending up to 6 to 7 hours a day in the water diving. So it's important that we have a thick wetsuit, we feel comfortable, we need to stay warm to keep our endurance. Okay, all good.
Okay.
That's all right.
Start her up.
Yeah, righty. Regulator, please. I have a line that's attached to me, so that allows me to stay down all day. So as long as there's petrol in the engine, I've had plenty of oxygen. In this area we're experiencing all different shades and colours of blue, so from light blue to dark blues, depending on what the sun is doing and what the cliff face is like. It bounces off the cliffs, it penetrates into the water, it just offers it all different shades of colours and blue. I left school at a very young age, and I had started working for my father when I was 16. And been absolutely a blessing, absolutely love my work. So I feel really at peace when I'm diving in the blue water. It's a place where I can completely switch off. I don't need to take any phone calls, and I get into my work mode, and I feel very comfortable down there. It's not a drama. It's very relaxing for me. It's peaceful. Wintertime is the best time to catch abalone because the days are short, and what happens in the winter is that there's no sunlight, so the seaweed can't grow, so you can see them a lot easier. Summertime the weed is really thick, so it's a real effort to actually find the abalone. You need to hunt for them. Magic down there. Good. So we're out on the east coast today, where we've got a size limit at 138 millimetres. So you can see that these abalone are absolutely well oversized. So there's our measuring tool. Here we have a beautiful abalone, nice white flesh, good shape, consistent shape. That we have measures here in the state to look after our resource. So it's really important that by measuring it, that we have stocks for the future. So every part of the abalone is valuable. It's a valuable resource, even down to the gut, to the shell, to the meat. So the meat is used for consumption. Also with the gut, the abalone gut is used to make sauce with, and the shell for pharmaceutical use, and also for something that's used as a monument, sits on a mantelpiece and you give it as a gift to someone.
See if they like it.
Wow, have a look at these seals, great. I believe they're resting, just playing around and laying in the sun and ready to go out and catch some fish, I think. So they're usually pretty playful. They're fun to dive with. They like to play around. They usually grab hold of your flippers and bite you on the back of their hood, but not aggressively. So it's fun to dive with them, and they become quite playful.
In order to preserve this fragile shellfish, abalone trade is strictly controlled and the quantity that can be fished is limited. In this context, James decided to add value to his catch by transforming the product. His idea: dry the mollusk in order to enhance its taste. The demand is high, especially in Asian countries.
So I dry my abalone out here for 2 months. So we have 3 different types of species in here at the moment. The difference in colour, what you're seeing is the sugar starting to ferment. So as the product dries, the sugar starts to ferment and age and give off a caramel colour. So I have some green lip here that are finished and ready to go to market. In China, this can be sold up to $8,000 a kilo. I've always lived by the sea. If I go into big cities and I haven't seen the ocean for a few days, I'm always finding myself back out on the coastline because it offers some peace to me. It just gives me anxiety if I don't see the colour of the water for a few days. I really don't like it. I will continue in this industry forever and a day. I couldn't see myself doing anything else. I still love it. It's something that wows me every day.
Just like James, more than 4 Australians out of 5 live on the coast. Protecting their coastline and optimising its resources is vital for them. With its never-ending beaches and its coastal cities bathing in the sun, the biggest island in the world and the blue of its sky will continue to enchant for many more years.